everything that deserves a second chance. Or there are some people that they don't even deserve a second chance, a minute of a second chance. Let's talk about the whole second chance of it all. Coming back from 2020, 2021, 2019, we've been hearing a lot of stories concerning divorces, separation of powers in relationships, and all that. But there is this one that became the top of the town because, according to the research that I have and the information I have gathered here, shows that they've been dating for half a decade. Guys, everybody knew about this relationship. For it to fall down the drain, or the reason behind their breakup is because of something that is so surprising. Guys, let me give you the details of what I'm talking about. Right here is Daily Trades on Penax News. My name is AA, and in today's update, I have the gist of what is currently trending on social media. We know of the Nigerian actor. In fact, somebody will call him an upcoming or somebody who is rising to fame. I'm talking about Alex Ekubo. He is one of the actors that we barely hear about, that he has done something ill or has done something bad in the system or whatsoever. Yet still, he is reigning low key. That is, most of the movies that are currently premiering in the houses that we've been seeing so far, he is part of it, meaning he's been featured in most of the movies that is currently trending. Well, just recently we had a news about his breakup with his girlfriend, that is his fiancée, that is a 5-year-old relationship. There was this shirt about them that was currently trending on social media. In fact, it's not currently because the picture is of old. And the inscription written on it is, nothing makes sense when we are apart. And if you read it according to how they are standing there or separately, it really sounds right that nothing really makes sense when they are apart. We didn't know what happened. Just all of a sudden, we woke up one day and the lady has rendered an apology on social media because previously or before she rendered that apology, she went for an interview. And during the interview, she was asked few questions. What do you feel about the relationship? And the relationship, we heard you guys are walking down the aisle very soon. Just then, the next thing we heard on social media is that you guys have separated. What led to that? For her confirmation or for her to confess, the thing she said really baffled the person interviewing her to the extent that she was like, "Oh, I've been in a relationship for 5 years. I mean, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, it's not of a joke. That means that I really love my husband to be so much. But the reason I'm calling off the marriage is that for these 5 years, he didn't touch me. I mean, we've all heard the song, He Touched Me. No, this one, he didn't touch her. And because he didn't touch her, this lady is also a US model. And for you to be a model, she has the sexy body and all that. Her boyfriend hasn't touched her for 5 years, meaning she wouldn't be able to stand what is happening to her life. And so, in order to put everything on cut, she decided to call off the marriage. And one thing that was very sensitive was the part that she didn't wait any time till a date was fixed for their marriage. That was when she came out boldly saying that she's no longer interested in the marriage. Like, who does that? After everything is settled, family gathering and everything, everybody knows you and all that. They've come for the family list, gone to buy everything, the date is settled and all that. Before a marriage date will come out, like save the date and all that, there is something traditional that happens, like they call it the knocking and all that. All these things have happened. Yes, still this lady has had the infantry, the guts, to come on social media to claim that this boyfriend is not putting things in order and therefore she's calling off the relationship. This is so hectic. Alex didn't take it on a good note. In fact, all he did was to keep quiet. We didn't hear anything from his side, whether it was true or not. It's just recently that Ifeoma, who happens to be his sister, came to debunk the rumor that yes, it's true. My brother decided to live a chaste life doesn't mean that he's a gay. No. Like what others were thinking that if you haven't touched your girlfriend for 5 years means that obviously you are a gay and all that. Well, guys, many wouldn't understand that. Well, let's move on to the lengthy apology letter that she came to render on social media after what she claimed that coming or rendering those interviews was some kind of embarrassing to the relationship, and that she still wants the relationship to go back to as it was. So this is the apology letter this lady rendered to her boyfriend. Let's read it together. Coming from Fancy Akolonu, she says, sorry, like our shirt says, nothing makes sense when we are apart. At Alex Ekubo, you still have my heart. I miss you, I love you, and I'm truly sorry for all the hurt and pain you and your family went through with our breakup. My actions in how I handled things was out of my character. I should have controlled my emotions and not been so overreactive. I said too much. I did too much. Please forgive me. I've learned my lesson on how to handle situations better. I haven't expressed myself properly. I'm not afraid to be vulnerable and say you, your family, and friends still mean the world to me. Losing you has felt like grief. Love heals. Hashtag Falex forever. You know, currently on social media, if you are getting married, let's say my name is Abna, and maybe my husband to be or whoever is also what name should I use? Anyway, let me say any name at all. We just take the initials of our name, put them together, and make a word with it. Let's say Fancy 2020 or something like that. So that is what they did, and they got Falex for themselves. So this letter that she rendered on social media, this is what one particular blogger decided to diss her on it. According to him, he's saying that some women do not deserve second chances because they are traitors. One. Two, they are people that ruin the lives of men. Imagine you going on other platforms, in fact, not just smaller platforms, bigger platforms. You go there to disgrace your partner, saying that he hasn't touched you for 5 years. And why would you come back rendering this long apology? Guys, this guy didn't go smoothly at all with this lady. And after everything, he came to tell us what he feels about the whole situation, advising Alex not to go back for that lady because somebody who has been able to disgrace you today, you don't know what will happen tomorrow. The divorces that are happening in marriages and all that started from somewhere. So he should be watchful and be on guard. And so after this guy came to render this advice to of course, Alex, these are some comments that netizens also supported him with it. Coming from Nana Kwame Ofosujebi, he says, this sort of ladies always overestimate themselves. Hence, they end up with regret when no one treated them good like the one they betrayed treated them. Oh, Kwame Rasta. Okay, who the fuck is that? Pele, guys, waiting to happen for here. I mean, where God is frying his plantain, that is the same place that Satan will also be frying his granules. I mean, you know, how can Pele's death or what is Pele's death doing in the life of another man's post? Okay, so Lucky Frank says, how can your role not be defined? And when the Princess Tindan, unfortunately, they are back together. We don't know if this is true. Oheneba Michael, thank you, sir. 100%. Some women deserve to be single forever. Dinah Dedefuni, you've said nothing but the whole truth. Francis Eliji Wonu, I'm always with you in your canoe of thoughts, bro. Eric Agidi, he says it's simple and right, yet many simply don't understand him. Claudia Ampia, she doesn't deserve him. Alex is too good for her. And coming from Princess Zah too. What makes the lady toxic? The lady called off the marriage. She was in a relationship and realized she couldn't continue it to the altar. If she had married him and they later divorced too, you would have written something about it. It's easy to walk out of any relationship, but it's not easy to walk out of marriage just like that. A lot of people have equally questioned sexuality. Elvis Kujo, Amber Heard, SMH. Efua Owusu Bani Inkum, please come and see this. I'm going to do further digging so we can talk about this, because that means that it is really, really rising on the rampant. The way people are breaking up with their relationships and all that, and so on and so forth. So, guys, this is the concern that Chris Vincent rose concerning the breakup of Alex and his fiancée. Thank you for your time. It's a bye for